Oklahoma's agricultural and food industries have a rich heritage in our state and are a significant portion of our economy. From wheat to cattle, we feed the world. Unfortunately, many of these commodities are currently sent to other states or even other countries for further processing before reaching the consumer's table. However, the Robert M. Kerr Food and Agricultural Products Center, located in Stillwater on the Oklahoma State University campus, is committed to keeping these products, jobs, and dollars in our state. FAPC, established in 1996 through the efforts of the late Senator Robert M. Kerr, provides both small and large businesses with access to professional research and education. Its goal is to stimulate and support growth of value-added agricultural and food processing in Oklahoma. Hi, I'm Jennifer Reynolds. Let's find out how the FAPC can help you. Food engineering goes to the very heart of value-added products in Oklahoma. The Food and Agricultural Products Center can take the home recipes of beginning entrepreneurs and develop them for mass production. That was exactly the case for Ron and Barbara Crane of Wagon Creek Creamery. They own a family dairy and they were frustrated by volatile commodity prices. So they decided to add value to their milk by changing it into a unique product for Oklahoma.
It's called yogurt cheese, and it's an up-and-coming product in the United States that very few people, especially around here in Oklahoma, have heard of.
After Barbara and Ron went through the basic training workshop and developed a business plan, researchers at the Food and Agricultural Products Center looked at Barbara's recipe.
Well, when we started out, we had a little recipe book that had a yogurt cheese recipe in it. And to make it at home, we would make the yogurt in a gallon jar, then put that in a cheesecloth and strain it overnight. So we wanted to see how we could do that on a big scale. The final process is very similar to Barbara's home recipe, but utilizes equipment made by an Israeli company. FAPC continues to be an important resource to solve equipment and manufacturing problems. In the world, we had little bits of information from here, from there, that we were putting together, and we were on the right track, but to have somebody that could go through and say, yeah, you're doing this right, and here's something you need to watch, was just invaluable.
For established businesses, FAPC can provide the help needed to expand into new products or areas. Raymond Redcorn of Redcorn Native Foods realized there was an emerging Hispanic market for hominy, a traditional Native American food.
The Hispanic market eats a lot of pozole, which in pozole and hominy are exactly the same thing. We knew how to make corn the old-fashioned way. We knew to go out and build a fire and put a cast iron kettle on it and use wood ash in certain quantities with shell corn to produce hominy. What the FAPC did for us was to take that and kind of put it in a modern production setting.
With the help of the Food and Agricultural Products Center, Raymond was able to develop a product to test market.
We were able to create a small kitchen that is not necessarily efficient, but it gets the job done and gets us to the next step, which is expanding into a batch processing facility.
Even large companies can benefit from FAPC expertise in improving the efficiency of existing processes. Bar S Foods produces hot dogs, lunch meats, and other processed meats for customers worldwide. Like any manufacturer, they produce waste, and the cost of dealing with that waste is rising.
There's very few landfills in Oklahoma in general, and then they're very expensive. And not to mention that petroleum costs are going up and stuff like that, so the hauling of it in general is just outrageous.
FAPC researchers began by examining the manufacturing process and the byproducts it produced.
The first thing they did was checked all our waste streams and stuff like that, measured how much output we put out per day. The various waste streams that we do, whether it be corrugated, broken pallets, plastic from packaging equipment, the hot dog casings, things like that. Also the sludge from the wastewater. They figured out the volumes, and then they took samples back and burned it in their lab.
After testing the concept on site, Bar S is moving ahead with a system that burns waste as well as creating energy for use in the manufacturing process.
It kind of opened our eyes to a lot of different things that we could be doing. I mean, you hear these buzzwords and stuff like that, but then they had instances that it's actually really working.
If you have a product you'd like to develop or you want to know more about services offered by FAPC, call 405-744-6071 or go to fapc.biz.